Hi guys, welcome here. I gotta see how this is because I think my head's cut off there. We go through this every time. I'm getting tired of going through this. Okay, I know my head's got to be higher than the top of that thing there, and I want to be to that side of it. Anyway, I've got all this lined out. I'm in a poopy mood. Let's put it there. Oh, this is frickin' Jeep, and my name's John Clark, and I'm in a poopy mood today. Besides, it's windy. I don't know how much of this nonsense you'll even hear, because it's everything on the whole, I guess, East Coast has just been battered by a storm from way down south to way up north, and that's just the way it is. Can't do much about it. Just puts you in a poopy mood. It's not really that cold out here. It's about 45, but I got extra layers on because it's very windy again today. Anyhow, just a reminder that Mark Galici, I'm sure just about everybody knows about him. Anyhow, they're selling some ambrosia maple to get funds to donate it all to Pete. Pete was in an accident. I'm sure by now just about everybody knows. I haven't heard an update in a few days, but he's a tough old buzzard. He'll be fine. It'll just take a little bit of time. Been there, that's why I know. Back when I was a tough old buzzard. Now I'm an old buzzard and not tough. Anyway, we'll get out of that. Anyhow, this bumper has just been annoying me. I want to get it done, and then you get rain, then you put it away, then they forecast snow, then you put it away. This thing here weighs, I think, 85 pounds, and pick it up and get it out of here just to set it on the ground for me now is a real wrestle. This is 100 pounds. That's a real wrestle, but I can just kind of slide that off. But I got it inked up. I'll show you. I guess I forgot. I did a short on how I set this up. I'm gonna take this out of here. I know then it gets real shaky, but I'm basically telling you I don't have a movie. I measured up. I inked it, then measured up 3 inches and did it. Then basically measured up another 4 inches and cut lines in it. Then I put a parallel here and a parallel here. And then I could measure off to the center because the radius is so bad. I showed that in the short, so if you're interested in that, you can go to short. So I got my center, and I did a little punch, which is, I know there's a lot of messes up there, but we'll go down to the other side. It's better. I guess I practiced. Anyhow, you can just barely see the dots there. This is at 3 inches. This is at 4 inches. You know, it's just a pin. It doesn't make that much difference. So then I go to get my drill out. Well, when I drill the smaller holes here, okay, I'll just use the chuck. But once I get up to this one here, I don't know if you can read it upside down. I don't know if you can read it upside right. I can't see what it says in there. But anyway, it says 49/64. My pins are going to be 3/4 of an inch. Woo! Might not have to get that last batch of leaves out after all. Anyhow, this has got a number 2 taper on it. This is a number 3 taper on it. This has a number 3 taper on it, so this goes basically into there, and then, well, this goes in first. But I just goes something like that. Okay? But you need an adapter. See this? Then when you put your drill bit in here, it flops all around. So you need an adapter, and I cannot find my adapter. I have gone through everything looking for that adapter. So this gets put on the back burner. Then we got other stuff, more storms coming in. But yeah, the inefficiency of mess is astronomical. I know it because I'm the biggest mess in the world. This is also a number 3, so I can't take this one out of here. And there's no adapter there. Adapter, this is a 2-to-1 here. Okay, and I don't know if you can focus in on that. It says 1 right there. On this, somewhere around there, it says 2. There it is. It says 2. This is a 2-to-3, but this is a special adapter, so it doesn't go through. So you can't use that one. You need a bushing adapter as opposed to and there's a bushing adapter is more something. This is a bushing that I made for something I don't even know what. There've been so many, but I've looked through all this stuff. I've looked through all my junk there, and I got an array of junk. I went through all my bigger drill bits. Those go up to, I guess that big one's probably 1.25 inches. This is no, that didn't want to. Anyhow, it's not in there, so I can't drill the daggone hole. So I'm just gonna pick everything up, probably, and set it on the floor. I got a guy coming for looking at solar, or gonna be pushing a solar system on me in a little while. So I don't have but about another 15-20 minutes anyway. But we had a heck of a storm here. We got over 2 inches of rain, and now I got 10 tons of cleanup to do. This is a limb that came down, and that's probably, this thing here is right good size. You know, if you're out here, that would have probably put a, that's my foot on it, so you can see that thing's probably better than 6 inches. Poplar. Damn poplar trees aren't worth a crap. You can see all the limbs around here. This whole yard is just full of limbs. The other, both my wind spinners up there on my thing, both of those, it was windy enough to break the little spinner turnbuckles on them. Blew half the stuff off the porch up there. The wind came from that direction, which doesn't usually come from that direction. There's limbs all the way out here. I think some of those the wife picked up. They don't usually get quite this far out, and we burn them all anyway. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure she brought those out. We had enough limbs in the driveway, she couldn't get out of the driveway. My daughter lives a mile from here, and the telephone poles are still down at her house. Okay, the wife picked up my wind spinners. Wonder what she did with them. I have two that hang here, and these little fish things here, it just tore them off. There's no point in putting them out again to night. They're talking another big windstorm. So crazy time. I'm hoping that you can hear me. I don't know. It's breezy out here. I guess you saw those things going, so you know it's breezy. Something going on over there. Crazy. The grandkids are coming over. Like I said, they haven't had electricity since yesterday. I know they got a generator over there, but I guess they haven't messed with that generator, and ever since they lived there, I don't know how many years they've lived there. It was in the house when they took over the house. I guess he'll be probably looking into getting that going. But it's all set up with transfer switches and stuff like that. Yeah, there's crap down everywhere. The tool cat's sitting inside this building here. That hit the roof up there. I was up on the roof checking it out, and there's a little damage, but it didn't poke any holes. That's messed up. And I haven't even gotten to the back to where the sawmill is yet. I don't even know if I want to go back that far. There's another poplar limb down. These poplars are a mess. You know, they really are. There's some more stuff down there, but not serious big stuff. Like I said, I haven't been walking around. That's something that came down from somewhere. This was the old trash dump from the farm from many years ago, so you're liable to find anything in there. But this is definitely a new, oh man, that really went in there too. Went in the ground 6 inches. That's probably shouldn't be out here myself without a hard hat on. Look at this mess. Oh well, that's about it. I got my plastic up because of all the heavy rain. Wood's nice and dry, so that's not particularly a problem. But getting any more wood, this is why you have emergency wood. Right now the wood yard is a mud hole, and that's without me even going down there and checking it out. I know it's a mud hole. Oh, chilly out here. I guess I'm gonna wrap this up, put all that crap away, and wait for the solar guy to come in and try to blow smoke up my butt, because that's what most of them have. I gave one a list of questions. I said, if you want to sell it, get back to me with answers to all those questions. You know, this is after the 4th time they've gotten with me. And I said after the 4th time, I said, I told you after the 1st time I got these 3 questions, or this list of questions on the last 3. I'm not explaining that right, but the first time he came over, I give him all the same questions. You know, what panel do you got? How much does it produce? And this kind of stuff. You know, how's your warranty? The normal stuff that people should ask. They never got back with me with anything that was worthwhile. It was just a bunch of BS. You know, I said, you know, they want the warranty. They tell you it's got a 25-year warranty, then they want to tell you that the government is going to give you this credit back, this tax credit back, this tax credit back. This is a company, and they're all the same, so it's not just picking one out. All these companies are trying to promise you something that they can't promise. Okay, so don't promise me something you can't promise. You know, if you can let me put my funds for your solar into an escrow to cover the warranty and cover all the promises that you say these governments and other agencies are going to give you. In other words, they say Potomac Gas is going to give you this back, and this company is going to give you this back, and this is going to zero your... A bunch of it is a bunch of nonsense. Okay, and until I get to my tax guy and say how much of this is true and how much of this is not true, and this is somebody promising you something that the government's going to give you. Well, look what, I'm not knocking Biden, they all do it, but Biden says, you know, we're going to forgive school debts. Okay, the bottom line came down and he didn't do none of it, or he didn't do all of it, or he didn't give you what you want. So these guys say, well, you're going to get 30% back. They all seem to be hooked on 30%. 30% of your fees are going to come back because of the government rebates and this rebate and that rebate and all this kind of stuff. You know, in November there's going to be an election and there's going to be some kind of change in one way or the other. It doesn't make any difference, but these guys are trying to tell me, guarantee me I'm going to get this from something they don't have any control over. So that's wrong. I would really like to see the solar, okay, get rid of all this government rebate crap, okay? All that means is everybody that does not have solar is paying for somebody that is getting solar, and you're making the solar companies rich because they won't reduce their price to be competitive. Why do they have to be? They can drop $1,000. You know, they're talking $15,000 kickback from the government. So, oh, we'll drop $1,000 off your price. You know, it's like when you go car shopping. That's a bunch of BS. Why don't you drop it all, period, and why not the government, because they're so damn far in debt, stop giving money away to stupid things that they shouldn't be giving money away. If you want solar, you should go buy it. That's it. There shouldn't be no tax incentives to go get it, because then the solar companies just keep their money, the price high. So, like I said at the beginning, I'm kind of in a poopy mood. So this guy's got a hard road to hoe when he gets here. Anyhow, so I didn't make a movie today because I don't have anything going on. I have to go order a reducer for this thing to get it so I can drill my big holes, because my last hole, like I said, was 49/64 of an inch, which is, I don't know, I measured it up. You guys can look it up. I'm going from 49/64 over 3/4 of an inch. I think it's 100 and, I'll take you off here and show you. Because when I make a 3/4 inch pin, I don't want it to be too bindy. So if I drill a 3/4 inch hole and it's a good good hole. Okay, let's see, 3/4, we're up here. 3/4 is 7.5 right there. If you're, I don't know if that's focusing in on, it's not focusing in on my camera. And I don't think, anyhow, 3/4 is 0.7500. The 49/64 is 0.7656, so it's 0.0156 of an inch larger. And I think I had that on my scale. Here, we'll look this up just for fun. Okay. Yeah, we're 0. So we want to go to 1, 5. Whoops, that's already bigger than what it is. Can you see that width? That's not as big as a fingernail. That's not the width of a fingernail, and that's, we want to go actually 56. Oop, 40. It's hard to, that's 1.5. That's, can you see that? That ain't nothing. Okay, and that'll give a little clearance once I get the adapter. So anyhow, appreciate you coming along, putting up with not having a movie today, and that's just what's going on. We're waiting for storms to go through. Everybody's getting hammered with that. So we'll see you later. I hope you hit the like and subscribe button. There's not much really here to share. Go, if you want to see how I measured that up, like I said earlier, I got a short that shows the parallel up here and then measuring in and doing that. I'm pretty sure, have to check because I forget what I do from one minute to the other. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or hit the I put up with you button. They need an I put up with you today button. So thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.